Chapter 1. The World You Inherited. Welcome to the world you inherited. It is a world that is both exciting and daunting at the same time. As you step into a new reality, it is essential to understand the world that you live in. This book is written to help you navigate this world with clarity and purpose. In the first chapter, we will explore the current state of affairs, both in America and worldwide. We will discuss the challenges and opportunities that exist for you as a creative entrepreneur. A creative entrepreneur is someone who creates and runs a business that is centered around their artistic or creative talents. This can include fields such as art, design, music, fashion, writing, and more. Creative entrepreneurs combine their passion for their craft with their business skills to turn their creativity into a viable source of income. They may sell their products or services directly to customers or work with other businesses to create unique and innovative solutions. Creative entrepreneurs often have a strong sense of individuality and a desire to make a difference in their industry by bringing their unique perspectives and ideas to the table. Our goal is to motivate you to take advantage of the opportunities that are available to you and to inspire you to create your own path to success. Current state of affairs. Over the past 30 years, the economy and the quality of life have deteriorated in America and worldwide. Unemployment rates are high, and many people are getting laid off or made redundant. The minimum wage hasn't risen for decades in some states, and the cost of living is still going up. And just because it's legal, it doesn't mean that it's right. The middle class is shrinking, and the wealth gap is widening. People are working more for less pay, and the gig economy has created wage slavery. Wage slavery is a term used to describe a situation where workers are dependent on their jobs and receive wages for their labor, but have little control over their working conditions or the terms of their employment. It refers to the idea that workers are trapped in a cycle of low-paying jobs, unable to escape due to economic circumstances or a lack of alternative opportunities. Here are some statistics related to ride-share workers and their earnings, expenses, and health insurance. 1. According to a study conducted by the Economic Policy Institute in 2018, the average hourly wage of ride-share drivers after deducting expenses such as gas, insurance, and vehicle maintenance was $9.21. This is below the minimum wage in many states. 2. The same EPI study found that 30% of ride-share drivers are actually losing money after accounting for all expenses. 3. A report by the Independent Drivers Guild (IDG) in 2018 found that nearly 90% of ride-share drivers in New York City were earning less than $17.22 per hour, which is the minimum wage for drivers in the city. 4. Many ride-share drivers are unable to afford health insurance as they are classified as independent contractors and are not offered benefits by ride-share companies. According to a survey conducted by the Freelancers Union in 2019, 38% of ride-share drivers are uninsured. 5. A survey conducted by the National Bureau of Economic Research in 2020 found that ride-share drivers are more likely to experience financial hardship compared to traditional workers. Nearly 60% of ride-share drivers surveyed reported that they could not afford an unexpected expense of $400. These statistics suggest that many ride-share workers are struggling to make a living wage and are unable to afford basic expenses, such as health insurance. These are challenging times, and it is essential to recognize the gravity of the situation. Poor people make America rich. Being poor is expensive. Here are 10 very clear examples. 1. High interest rates on loans. People with lower credit scores are often charged higher interest rates on loans, which means they end up paying more in interest over time than someone with a higher credit score. 2. Late fees. Late payment fees on bills, rent, and credit card payments can add up quickly and create a cycle of debt that is difficult to break out of. 3. Overdraft fees. People who live paycheck to paycheck are more likely to overdraw their bank accounts, and each time they do, they are charged an overdraft fee that can range from $30 to $50 or more. 4. Lack of access to credit. Without access to credit, people may have to turn to payday loans or other high-interest loans to make ends meet, which can trap them in a cycle of debt. 5. Limited access to banking services. Many people who are living in poverty do not have access to traditional banking services, such as checking accounts and savings accounts. Instead, they may rely on check cashing services or prepaid debit cards, which can charge high fees for basic financial transactions. 6. Inability to buy in bulk. Many people living in poverty cannot afford to buy groceries in bulk, which means they end up paying more per unit of food than someone who can afford to buy in larger quantities. 7. Limited access to affordable healthcare. People without health insurance or with limited access to healthcare may delay seeking medical treatment, which can result in higher healthcare costs down the line. 8. Limited access to healthy food. People living in poverty may not have access to healthy food options, such as fresh fruits and vegetables, and may be forced to rely on fast food or convenience store options, which can be more expensive in the long run due to the negative health effects. 9. Inability to invest in education or career advancement. People living in poverty may not have the financial resources to invest in their education or career advancement, which can limit their earning potential in the long run. 10. Limited access to and higher cost of transportation. People without reliable transportation may have to rely on expensive taxis or ride-sharing services to get around, which can add up quickly over time. Additionally, they may live in areas with higher insurance rates or may not be able to afford a reliable car, which can lead to missed work and further financial strain. Corporate America can benefit from the situation where the poor are forced to pay higher fees and interest rates because it generates more profits for the companies. For example, banks and credit card companies make a significant amount of money from charging high interest rates and fees for loans, credit cards, and other financial services. The more people have to borrow money and pay fees, the more profits these companies make. Similarly, companies that provide essential services like electricity, water, and internet can charge higher rates to low-income customers who can't afford to switch to another provider. Additionally, large corporations can benefit from government policies that favor the wealthy, such as tax breaks and subsidies, which allow them to keep more of their profits and operate with fewer financial constraints. Overall, the cycle of poverty can contribute to the concentration of wealth and power in the hands of large corporations, which can further exacerbate economic inequality. This isn't the first time the world has faced such challenges. There have been many recessions in history, and most of them are planned. The real question is who is controlling the game and how can we stop them from doing so? The economy is not just run by the fear and greed of the masses. It is essential to understand who is manipulating and orchestrating these emotions. It is not all doom and gloom though. The current state of affairs presents an opportunity to start something new. As the old ways of doing things come to an end, we must look towards creating new solutions to the problems we face. The world needs creative entrepreneurs who are willing to think outside the box and create innovative solutions to these challenges. There are several examples in history where recessions have created millionaires. Let's focus on the three major ones in our past. 1. The Great Depression. During the Great Depression, many businesses and individuals were struggling financially. However, some individuals, and not just John D. Rockefeller and Andrew Carnegie, managed to make their fortunes during this time by investing in industries that were still thriving, such as oil and steel. 2. The dot-com bubble burst. In the early 2000s, the dot-com bubble burst and many tech companies went bankrupt. However, some entrepreneurs, and not just Jeff Bezos of Amazon and Mark Benioff of Salesforce, were able to weather the storm and become billionaires as their companies continued to grow. 3. The global financial crisis. During the 2008 global financial crisis, many people lost their jobs and homes. However, some investors, and not just Warren Buffett, were able to take advantage of the crisis and make significant profits by investing in distressed assets. There are many factors that can contribute to someone becoming rich during a recession, and even though it depends on the specific circumstances of the individual in the market, there are some common contributing factors to the success of these individuals. Buying low. Many millionaires have been able to take advantage of the low prices of assets during a recession. Innovation. Some millionaires have been able to innovate and create new products or services that are in high demand during a recession. Flexibility. Those who are able to adapt to changing market conditions and adjust their business strategies accordingly are more likely to thrive during a recession. Risk-taking. Some successful millionaires have been willing to take calculated risks during a recession, such as investing in new ventures or expanding their businesses, which can pay off in the long run. Overall, the defining factor that made these people rich is often a combination of these factors, as well as hard work, persistence, and being at the right place at the right time. Our goal at Startup Hive, especially during this current and ongoing recession, is to help you recognize the opportunities that are right in front of you so that you not only become financially wealthy yourself, but also work towards a more equitable and sustainable economic system that benefits everyone, not just a select few. There is a solution to every problem. Gig workers and creative entrepreneurs are considered the best candidates to fix the economy for several reasons. Agility and adaptability. Gig workers and creative entrepreneurs are used to adapting quickly to changing circumstances and can pivot their business models to meet new demands. This agility allows them to take advantage of emerging opportunities and respond to economic shifts more quickly than larger, more bureaucratic organizations. Innovation. Gig workers and creative entrepreneurs often work on the cutting edge of technology and innovation, creating new products and services that can disrupt existing markets and drive economic growth. Job creation. As gig workers and creative entrepreneurs grow their businesses, they often create jobs for others, contributing to overall employment and economic stability. Diversity and inclusion. The gig economy and creative entrepreneurship offer opportunities for individuals from a wide range of backgrounds and skill sets to participate in the economy, potentially leading to greater diversity and inclusion in the workforce. The goal of this book is to revive the entrepreneurial spirit beyond the traditional isms that no longer work. It is time to create a new way of doing things that is inclusive and beneficial to all. We must embrace our creativity and innovation to create a world that works for everyone. And as we explore the challenges and opportunities that exist, we hope to inspire you to create a new path to success.